Well, happy Sunday and welcome to I'm sorry, I'm sliding all over the place. So you have to bear with me today. But I'm so excited today. We have some amazing young people that will come to you today and tell you their story. I'm so excited about our guest today. All I can say is, well, before we get started, let me say thank you to everyone who supported the selfie pop up shop on yesterday. I had so much fun taking pictures like, Wakanda Forever. I also took pictures in front of the I am a HBCU. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Miss Davette, who stayed with us and volunteered the whole day, a party guru who set up all the decor, and a Chicago Bite who provided us with some nice snacks, as well as Texas Dental. I might be saying, I think it's San Antonio Dental. But however, they gave some cool toothbrush, some mugs, some really nice pens. People know I love pens. I collect them. And if you might work with me, it might just happen to end up in my pocket. It's not on purpose. I just like pens. So as we get started today, let me welcome my co-host. He didn't really get to meet the cool people because like he's in Houston, I'm in San Antonio, so we're not really like near each other, so we can't do events. But he's always here on Sunday, so let's welcome Mr. Sinclair. How you doing, friend?
What's happening? How you doing?
I don't know. You in the echo every time you come on here. What is going on?
Really? I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to. It's the only mechanism on. Phone's not on. We'll figure it out. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad your event went well.
Yes, it was nice. And I was talking about our guest. One of them, I don't think he's going to be able to make it. I wish he could because he's so energetic. And if I had some footage from yesterday, you could see like he's a DJ. The DJ is only 9 years old. Now, he's 9-year-old DJ, but he played music like he's our age. Without the
Right.
cussing. Don't have the cussing on it.
Right.
But like he can go in between songs and in and out. I was like, this dude. And then he played something, and I looked at him. I said, you wasn't even around when this song was on. So that's the kind of amazing young people we have in store today.
He's
So
got the gift.
yes. So our first young person, she's no stranger to anything around ABC Youth or anything around just she's simply the best. So our first guest is Layla White. She's one of she's a Better Chance for Youth Scholars on the Move president. So she is
Okay.
our first guest. So let me bring Layla on. Hey Layla,
Hi.
how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Awesome. You see, look, I upgraded. I got a co-host now. I
I
don't have
see.
to do all the talking.
Hello, sir. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
So Miss Layla, let me tell you about Layla. What makes her like one of our amazing young people today. She's our first guest. But what makes her amazing is she told me something back in September, and I was like, well, you just gonna graduate in May. So I thought she was gonna graduate in May and just left it. But guess what, Mr. Sinclair? Layla graduated in
What?
December. She
Okay.
graduated in December. So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
she is like a stellar scholar. So we're still working on this scholarship money. I know Prairie View was one of her choices, and so was yes, Prairie View I think was her first choice. But she has a high GPA, but I'm not gonna brag on her. I want her to brag on herself. So Layla's gonna tell you about herself. So go ahead, Layla. I'm about to give you the spotlight so you can tell people how amazing you are.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate everything. I'm gonna start with hello, y'all. My name is Layla White. Um, I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. I'm getting it together, but um, I've been homeschooled for about 2 years, I'd say, and it was a struggle at first because it's very different from regular school and being with all the kids and all my friends and things like that. So it was a struggle at first, but my senior year was pretty easy. I've always been in an honors class, so I took classes higher than my grade, so it put me ahead. I only had 4 classes for my senior year. Um, Once I saw how fast I was able to get through it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish it as soon as possible. So I finished it that week, that Friday before Christmas break. Um, was super excited. So I graduated high school. Um, I'm 18 years old, and I've been with this group. I'm actually the president of this group of Scholars on the Move. I've been with this group for about 2 years now. I believe it's 2 years. And it's been amazing. Honestly, it's taken me places that I didn't think I would go. I've reached goals I never thought that I would, reach or anything like that. It helped me set goals that I never thought to set for myself. Um, at the beginning, I was, the new kid of the group. I was a little nervous, but me and Miss Robinson, we got to know each other more, and she's helped me through a lot. Um, I've I became president of Scholars on the Move during my second year, and it's been great. I have a lot of peers that are also super smart and are very involved, doing really good in school and getting scholarships and acceptances and things like that. I have quite a few acceptances myself. I kind of lost count on my tracker. It's somewhere. I've gotten scholarships. I have 3 full ride scholarships, one to Wiley College, the other to Albany State University, and then the third one to Tennessee State University. So super excited about that. But yes, everything that I've accomplished this year has been all thanks to Miss Robinson and being with the group with Scholars on the Move. And I hope to continue to, even once I've graduated, to still be like a mentor, be able to help out the other students coming up behind me. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Girl, don't have me in here crying.
Awesome.
Don't have me over here crying. I told you I was gonna cry when you graduate. Because
I
it's just,
know.
I mean, she's been with me so long. It's like, I'm like, Layla, I need you to do this. Layla, I need you to do this. And her partner in crime, I wish she could come on too,
I
because
know.
they're a duo. I call them the dynamic duo of seniors this year. And when I say Mr. Sinclair, these kids here, I've never had a senior class like this ever, where they're like, "Hey, we gonna meet today." They check me and put me in place. So Layla
Right.
is our
Those
first.
are always the type of kids who do well.
Yes, yes. So if you're watching, today, last week we was a little bit serious. Today we kind of serious, but we want to focus our young people. So if you're watching on the replay, if you're watching now live, show our young people some love, because today they do deserve a seat at the table. A lot of times we don't allow them to do that. So already okay. So therefore, hey Miosha. Good evening, Miss Sparks. Heard you had a wonderful
Good
program yesterday.
evening.
Good evening.
Heard you had a good program. Hey, Miss Sparks, this is one of my babies right here. And she graduated early, so we have to show her some love. And she has not one, you heard her, right? Not one, not two, but 3 full ride offers on the table. I can't wait to see how this come out and where she decides to go. I thought it was Prairie View, but you know.
I know now. I'm like, now I have it.
I,
Kind of
I,
changed
I,
my mind.
I'm like, are those jazz? Remember, that's that's above me there. All I can do is check on the status and all of that. So,
I don't know. I got to come with the fun. She got 3. So, Layla, I'm going to put
yeah,
you
me
backstage
too.
because we got our other guests on here too.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Sinclair might not be ready for our next guest. So, I'm going to try to see. Last week I did it good. Honestly, I did. Last week
Mhm.
I went to commercial without problem. So, let me see if I could do it again today.
You got it. You got it. Take your time. You got it.
And when we come back from the commercial break, you will meet the most amazing 7-year-old I have ever met in my life. Like hands down. Hands down. This 7-year-old, I bet you haven't met one like her ever. So, and then after we come back from the commercial break, you will meet her and you'll probably your mouth is gonna drop. Like she's going places and I want to stay connected to her and follow her. And Layla says she's gonna mentor. You heard that right? Because I'm gonna put her on the job for it.
Most definitely gonna do that. No matter, where I go, I'm gonna definitely stay in touch so I can help out everyone coming up behind me.
Oh, so see, girl, you gonna have me crying. No. So after this commercial, we will come back with Heaven.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Give me a mirror.
Awesome, awesome. So I am going to
transition.
what you say? I did.
That's smooth transition. You get the hang of it.
Hey, I'm getting it. I need an engineer. If you are trying to do a practicum or you trying to get some free hours, I need an engineer to run my backstage because sometimes I'll be a little bit too slow. I'll be talking to people. I'll be texting. I'm just naming it for myself. So, Mr. Sinclair, this 7-year-old, actually I met through one of my sister friends, but I got so excited because I just met her this week. And I was like, what are you doing Sunday? Because it's youth day on Let's Talk About It. And we celebrate all of the amazing accomplishments of young people. And I got to talking to her grandmother and I felt like I knew her already from somewhere. And then I got to talking about the things that she has done. She's 7. I'm just going to tell you that. 7. But the accomplishments and the size of her heart make her about 90 years old. So
okay.
So I am going to bring on right now, and then her name just says it all. Her name says it all about her personality. So I am going to bring on Miss Heaven. Hey, Miss Heaven.
Hey,
How are you?
good.
Now this is oh my God, she is so cute. So, uh-oh. Hey, Mr. Brown, this is Miss Heaven I was talking to you about. Okay. So, Miss Heaven, can you tell our audience how old you are?
I am 7 years old.
She is 7 years old. Now, Miss Heaven, can you do me another favor? Because we're going to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. I'm so excited that you're here. This is Mr. Sinclair. He's my co-host. And I was bragging about you. Can you tell Mr. Sinclair everything that you do? You got to list it.
Stuff you sell.
What I sell is bonnets,
Sugar scrubs,
onesies,
got a
book,
and I do turkey giveaway.
and it's called Heaven Happy Family, and I do a turkey giveaway. And I gave away hand sanitizer and card with my information and my website.
Okay.
Now, did you
Can you
see
tell
all
us
that?
about your website?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's doing it big. Tell us about your website, Miss Heaven.
It sells all my supplies.
It sells all my supplies for
Heaven's treasures.
for heaven's treasures
Awesome.
and for everybody else.
Okay.
Now, she didn't really go into it, Mr. Sinclair, but she does a turkey giveaway.
Mhm.
Not just for her
Yeah,
class,
that was one of the things she mentioned.
but her
Right.
whole school. How many turkeys did you give to your school, Heaven?
500.
Doing it big. Congrats.
And then she said her goal for next year is another 500. So how much is that, Heaven?
Okay.
1,000.
Woo!
There it
Put me
is.
down for 50. I would go for 50. I want you to get that 1,000. So if you haven't noticed, Mr. Sinclair, Heaven, she gave me, I don't want to show the bottom because I might be showing too much, but I'm actually wearing one of Heaven's onesies. And
okay.
Heaven has bonnets. I don't really do bonnets, but just because it's Heaven's, I'm going to put it on a little bit. So she said bonnets that match the onesies.
That's what's up. Awesome.
So I said, Heaven is 7. 7 years old.
7 and doing it big. That's awesome. That is awesome.
But that's not it.
Uh-oh.
Heaven wrote a book. Now, Heaven, what is your book about?
My book about co-parenting.
Okay.
It's about my family and how
I spend a week with my mom and a week with my dad.
How I spend a week with my family, with my mom and my dad.
That is awesome. You have a copy of the book so you can show everybody that you can put up? You got a copy of the book?
Said no, sir.
So everybody can see this watching?
Said no, sir. I don't have a physical copy.
I don't have a physical copy.
That's okay. We're going to help you so people can get to know who Miss Heaven is and get that book. Wouldn't that be okay? All right. That is awesome.
But when my book comes out, I will show you what's in the book.
Okay, we look forward to it. We definitely do. That is awesome. What made you decide to write a book?
What made you decide you wanted a book?
Because everybody else had a book made by...
It wasn't about co-parenting.
It was not about co-parenting. And I decided that I wanted to make my own book called Heaven Happy Family.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. Definitely. That's awesome.
The characters in the book is my mom, my dad, my grandma, my cousin DK, and my brother Chance, and my sister Halo, and me, and my dog Blue.
Okay. That is awesome. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it and excited about that. Congratulations with that as well. You're doing it big. You are doing it big.
Thank you.
We are so proud of you. What else do you have on your schedule that you want to do? What else are you going to accomplish in this life of yours, this great life?
Like
Tell us some of the.
like in the book when I was seeing the characters, I forgot a character in the book, but the last character was my Uncle Wayne.
Okay.
What you trying to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to make books
Okay. Author in the
or
making, where you're definitely on the right track.
be a doctor.
Okay. I can definitely see both for you. That's awesome. Continue to do
Mm.
the good
Thank
work, and we're
you.
definitely going to support you. And Ms. Monique is putting all your information up so that people can get in contact with you and support you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Yes, I was trying to make sure I put all her links in, so I stepped away for a minute.
Yeah.
But I truly,
Oh, no,
truly
you're good.
appreciate it. So, we are actually about to have a dialogue, being that we're at the half point. Oh, heaven yawning. So I'm going to bring Layla back, because that way we can have a youth point of view. I just did get a text from our DJ. He
Mm,
is not going to make it today, but maybe next time we do a youth Sunday or a youth panel to where we can just ask questions about things that are going on. So I'm going to pose this question to Heaven and Layla. Um, how do you feel about the pandemic, and how did it change your life? How did you feel about the pandemic or COVID? I guess I can put it in their language. How do you feel about COVID, and how
right.
has it impacted your life?
How you feel about COVID?
No.
You don't like COVID?
Agreed.
We are so with Heaven. Trust me.
Kevin's like, no.
I just wish it went away.
You wish it went away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
forever.
Okay.
What if it go to I don't even but I just wanted to go away. I don't like COVID no more.
Okay.
Cause you gotta wear a mask.
So you're well, I mean, Heaven, you're a designer. You could design some masks, put the characters on there, and then you have a whole ensemble.
Yep.
I
Hmm.
will try my best to make it.
That'll be a slick look. Yep.
Right.
The
I have a
mask, the
mask to
bonnet,
go with
and
my
the
onesie.
onesie. That's what's up.
Yep.
But
Okay. Okay.
okay.
All right, Miss Layla, what are your thoughts?
Oh boy. COVID has been a struggle. I know when it first started, um, I was already doing homeschool because of some family issues. We got into a car accident, so we just weren't going to be able to go to school because of transportation issues. So we did start homeschool before COVID hit in March. But once it did hit, and all the other kids were going home and they were having to do things on the computer, I was like, wow, like I've talked to friends and they were struggling. They said it was hard. It made life harder for them, for their parents, jobs, just everything. And then the next year, my junior year, um, I tried doing the homeschool, virtual homeschool with Jubilee. And that was probably one of the hardest school years that I ever experienced. You could have connection issues, just not being able to get in touch with teachers, you know, just it was so many different problems with being virtual instead of being able to go to school. And then, on a different topic, there is, couldn't see family as much as you wanted to. Me personally, my family, we hung out every week doing something. We did karaoke. We had traditions to where every holiday, so Thanksgiving, Christmas, we'd go to someone's house to, just all bring food and just laugh and play and joke. And we couldn't do that. We were so sad. we just missed everyone. I mean, it made it hard to do anything. I know, like I said, for people to work, kids to go to school, you to visit family, just going in grocery stores, and it really made me have look at the world differently and want to do things differently personally, as far as how I live life, and just be more careful with really everything that I do. Aside from COVID and the pandemic, just in general, there was a lot of things brought out or that happened during COVID, police brutality and
Mhm.
racism, all the different things that were going on. So that was even worse. It was a lot, and I agree with Heaven. I wish it would just go away. It would make life a lot easier, but I'm learning to live around it and just be as safe as possible while still living life and doing what I can.
Okay, well, that's fair
Yeah,
today. Like I promised
because
Mr.
which mo
Sinclair. No, I said I promise today I'm strictly letting the kids give their opinions, no matter what questions we have. I am
right.
not going to. I mean, because, and I want to ask them this too. Do you feel like adults take your input in things?
Sometimes it depends.
Uh oh,
Um,
heaven got her.
yeah,
See, Heaven
she's
was
like,
like,
no. She's like, no. I'm personally, I say maybe because I know me and Heaven, we have a big age gap.
Hmm.
So, her opinion may be different from mine. For me, it's sometimes um certain adults, certain situations, they'll take, my input. But the majority of the time, no. I just still kind of get looked at like, she's a kid, like she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I'm like, you know,
But yeah, it is a huge age gap between heaven and yourself. You're 18, heaven 7. But for you all to have similarities in your responses, say a whole lot too.
it does, it does.
It says a whole lot. Mr. Sinclair,
mhm.
you had a question?
Yeah, the question I want to ask both of young ladies, and it's interesting because we're going to get it from two different perspectives. What has school been like Miss COVID? I know for Miss Heaven, were you still going to the actual physical classroom, Miss Heaven? And then Layla, I want your opinion, definitely express it to your kinfolks how schooling was for you, one being homeschooled and then being virtual.
So
Miss
I
Heaven,
did
how did you like
virtual
school?
and
Was school kind
homeschool.
of different to COVID?
Yes, I did virtual and homeschool.
I
What was
did
different that you didn't like?
I did virtual and homeschool,
Hmm.
but when I was in first grade, I did virtual. The hard thing about virtual was that I kept falling asleep on the computer.
Right.
I didn't like class. But when I get off
Yeah.
class, I'll be ready to play.
That's an honest answer.
Yes, it is. That's why I asked. That's why I asked, Lord. That's a good perspective, Miss Layla.
Right. Doing homeschool, I'd say personally much easier than the virtual school with the actual school. The program that I use, you can go at your own pace. You can do it for as long as you like, shorter time as you like. You can go through the summertime. So it was easier than doing the virtual school because you didn't have to deal with like live teachers. All videos are pre-recorded. If you have any questions, you can do a live chat with them or call and get your questions answered. But it was definitely a self-paced and way easier to work with. Virtual school, it was terrible. Honestly, it was hard. It was like I said before, internet connection a lot of times didn't work on either the teacher side or
Hmm.
on my side. Um, if I had any, I'm a straight A student, but there were sometimes there would be miscommunication in certain assignments. So it's like, okay, well, you have a 50 on this
Hmm.
assignment. I'm like, wait, I know I did it. go back and check. So sometimes I had to redo assignments, because they get lost. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Absences, if we didn't have a teacher for a certain class, you just don't have a class. And it was just very difficult and really hard to get in touch with the teachers for, any questions or reason outside of the live meetings that you have. Outside of that, it was very difficult. And, I feel for the kids that still have to do that now. I hope that they can figure out a better system, or, that we can get this pandemic, in some type of control to where children can go back to school and just,
That's good.
yeah.
And
Yes, it
then
was
again,
very good answers.
they really thought about their answers
Very
too.
good answers.
Yes. So what do you?
I mean,
I'm
yes, they
sorry.
were.
I didn't understand what Mr. Hayward said. So what are you
Those
guys?
were some awesome answers.
Yes, it was.
I said those were some awesome answers.
So in looking towards the future, what do you see? Like, where do you see yourself in 4 years from now?
I see myself graduated from college,
Okay.
definitely. Master's degree, go for a doctorate. Just strive for the highest and see what you can do. Put your mind to anything, you can do it. Um, I'd like to do real estate, so I'm gonna major in business administration, and then go into, maybe try an internship with real estate with the company. I have a few family members that are in real estate, so that's really what I'm leaning towards and would like to do.
Wow. Okay, Miss Heaven, what you got planned next? You doing already at 7. I will probably pass out by the turn 18.
Self
Right. I'm excited to hear her reply.
business
Person.
person.
And what you want to do in 4 years?
In 4 years, what I want to do is spend time with my cousins and 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 my family.
Wow. That's it, Heaven. Well, as much work that you're doing now at 7, I can accept that from you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
mean,
indeed.
I
And
can
that's important. Family. Hey, that's important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and she touched on something in her book that I really, really can't wait for it to come out, because I would purchase some, because I interact with several scholars that have a blended family, and for her to be able to explain that at that age through a book is really important, because there's several people that do that. She was like, I spend the week at mom's house, I spend the week here. For her to say that in the book, that would actually help some kids understand it. So that is really big of you to come up with that concept. That's really big.
So
Yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
excited about it myself. We can definitely help circulate that around for Ms. Heaven.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. We'll be glad to do it.
Yes. And as we are, I know you're like, oh no, this hour went by really fast. We actually are like 30 something minutes. But if Mr. Sinclair, do you have any more questions for our wonderful scholars who, like, we deserve a seat at the table? Now you see why I said they do.
Oh, most definitely. I'm excited for both of them and what the future has to bring, and it just shows, and it's indicative of what we as a people are capable of when we put our minds towards what we need to do, and you have the right support mechanisms around you, which is what we're both about in what we do. in the culture. So I'm just excited and about both of them and the brightness of the future. I wish I had some sunglasses because it's bright from my end already over here. And just to keep encouraging them, and we have to get some more to come on and share because that's the key, getting some more students, whether they're Miss Heaven's age, to encourage her peers, and definitely Miss Layla's age to encourage her peers because that's the important voice. So no, we just have to continue to do what we have to do and continue to support them. So I'm proud of them both.
Right, and they're not in the same area. I believe Megan is in Alabama and Layla is in San Antonio.
Okay.
So you're like, oh wow, yeah, they're nowhere, like not near each other at all. So that says volumes for how they're doing things.
Exactly.
It's volumes. So did you have anything else, you guys? Did you want to tell our audience anything before we leave today?
No, ma'am.
He said, no, ma'am. She is just too cute with this. And something that we have to understand, like we have to give our young people a voice. Like so many times
Definitely.
adults don't want to let our young people just genuinely be themselves. But she is going places, and I really look forward to see what she's going to do in the future. And my Layla, I'm going to cry when she graduate and go to college, but she promised me she'll still be around. So I'm excited.
I will, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
She promised. She said she gonna mentor to the next group.
Yeah, because I don't have enough tissue for her, Layla. So you got to make sure I'm gonna hold you to that. That's my sister, and I love her, but I ain't got enough tissue for all that. But she gonna do this for all of the kids, Miss Heaven and you. Yeah, we gonna have to. Or Miss Heaven, I'm gonna need you to create some tissue, little mama, because Miss Monique.
I am like I love to see.
uh,
I love to see young people win. I truly do. And if all adults would have that concept, it would be a
mm-hmm.
better place. Like seriously, they don't. A lot of adults don't allow y'all this platform to talk, and some adults don't want to hear what kids have to say, and missing out. Truly, you're missing out.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if
that's
you are
because I think
watching, I'm
as
sorry.
we age, um, I say I think that's because as we age, we forget we can always learn
Mhm.
something as we get older. So learning doesn't stop at Layla's age. Learning doesn't stop, or you can continue to learn even more. Look at Miss Heaven; she's doing a plethora of things. So
Right.
it's something that we need to share with this platform. So once adults, once we learn that it's always something new in life that to embrace, we'll be okay.
Exactly. So today today we really just devoted our time to celebrate the amazing things that our young people are doing. And we have Miss Heaven, who is an entrepreneur, and we have Miss Layla, who is the president of Scholars on the Move, and she works hard. Mr. St. Clair, I'm not saying it because I be on her, but she works hard. She helps people keep their trackers together, and they've worked together as a team this year to secure those
Mhm.
scholarships. So they don't play. So we thank you all for joining us for this hour. Um, if you haven't or haven't need to check out the links, there is Heaven Treasures on Facebook, and you can purchase you a onesie, purchase you some sugar scrub. What else you got, girl? You got everything on your website. What else you got?
I got bath bombs, bunnies, onesies, slides, sugar scrub, body butter, hoodies, and that's it.
Oh, that's
And I have
it.
a mask and hand sanitizer too.
That's it.
She said about 20 things. She was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Right. A virtual mall. That's it. That's it.
She was like, that's it.
That's awesome.
She got her body butter, bonnet, and that's it, girl. You going places.
Yes, indeed.
Heaven might need to hire me because she got all that stuff. I know you need some workers.
But when grandma making one, I said, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" Grandma say, "Get to it done." And I said, "Can I help?" She said, "I'm mixing it up." I've been like, "What it smell like?" And then when she put it in the thing, I open it back up and I smell it.
Yeah, because the present you sent me, it smells so good. I didn't even want to put it on. I was like, oh, this smells good. I think it's cotton candy.
Just put it on your skin. I mean, your
My
skin.
skin.
Yeah,
What it's gonna do for my skin, Heaven?
it gonna make it soft. It gonna make it soft.
She's too cute. She's amazing.
That's why you should look like me.
That's what's up. Oh, there it is. That's what's up.
Well,
You go, girl.
I'm gonna put that body butter on so I can look like Heaven. Because she said it make your skin so
Yes.
soft. Check her out at Heaven
Mhm.
Treasures on Facebook, and the other links are in the chat. And I got on Heaven's onesie. I ain't gonna stand up because
There it is.
it's a family show. And Miss Layla, oh my God, I love this little girl. I am definitely gonna follow her. Miss Layla, I love you too. But what you got for us on our way out?
Um, I want to say to the kids that are 18 and up, make sure you vote. I don't know if that's been heavy on my mind now that I'm able to vote. I've already registered and everything. Make sure you vote. Make sure you volunteer and be involved in what's going on in the world because you live in the world. So it makes more sense to be involved and if you have anything to say about it or you want to speak about it, make sure that you're doing something to contribute in order to speak about it. So that's really all I want to say. I don't know. It's been heavy on my mind and I got the platform to say it. So I'm gonna make sure I use my voice to speak up.
Yay, she learning. No.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, that's awesome. Miss Monique and I have something where your voice, as it contributes to that, will be important. We got you in mind for a project we got coming up. So that's important for you to be that voice, as you mentioned, for your peers. So no, you continue on. We're going to help you grow that platform and tell how important that is for your vote. And then we can get Ms. Heaven as she grows into be a beautiful young woman to express the importance as an entrepreneur in the right itself. So no, you guys are right on point. Trust me with that one. So, but yeah, we got you, Ms. Layla. We got you covered, Mama.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, so I am extremely excited. Oh, and I want to thank you both. I want to thank your parents for allowing you to come on today. Miss Heaven, I'm definitely watching you, Layla. You know I'm gonna never let you go. You're never gonna graduate from my program. You're gonna be forever. You're gonna be forever. She's gonna be 90 years old. Oh no, Layla's still in Scholars on the Move. No, I'm just playing. But I truly, truly appreciate everyone. Again, thank you, Mr. Sinclair. We have a huge journey this year in this new season of our Let's Talk About It series. But I just wanted to make sure before we get out of here, I have a huge announcement. Are y'all ready for this? They like what?
Yes, indeed. You got the drum roll sound effect. You got the drum roll. Drum roll sound effect.
I'm still looking for it in here. So last year we did an amazing HBCU send off. We already have the date for this year's. I'm so excited. This year's date is going to be August 6th, 2022. We will have our HBCU send off. We're starting early because I want to live up to the name of doing it big in Texas. So I am going to start reaching out to schools, businesses, people who want to help plan, people who want to help, period. So that's my exciting news for our HBCU update. Oh, wait a minute. The other thing is, don't Prairie View have a TV show coming on this week? It's a March.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, see?
Yes. It's about the baddest, and
Oh,
according to some folks, one of the baddest bands in the land. That storm, that 100 plus. Yeah, so we're excited on the campus about it. So we're looking forward to it. Congratulations to Dr. Zachary and his staff and the music department and the band in general. They're doing big things, good things, shedding a positive light for the HBCU culture and the HBCU band culture. So I'm looking forward to it and spreading a good word. Of course, being a Panther myself, it's always going to be fun and continue to do what we do in that aspect. So yeah, it's doing tremendously as far as the word getting out. So yeah, we're all excited.
awesome sauce. So I would once again thank our guests for coming on today and just telling us why youth deserve a seat at the table. Also telling us about their accomplishments. And also thank my host, Mr. Sinclair, for coming again. So we will see you next Sunday with some new guests. And I think we have a unique topic next week. Um, but you'll see it. I'm not gonna say it out loud. We always like to let you know a couple days ahead so you can think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see you guys on next Sunday. And thanks for joining. And thank you, Heaven, for my wonderful gifts. It's so comfortable and my wonderful bonnet. Look, she gave me a bonnet too. And some body butter. She told me to put the body butter on so I can look like her. So thank you for
Don't forget that.
I'm not gonna forget. So all righty, guys. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Take
Thank you for
care.
having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.